the range cores. Not very good when you're pressuring 3v2, 3v1. Rubik also gave up a couple kills. Undying came in to help, but I think by that point, the Undying wasn't enough.
We can also take a look at the highlight while we continue talking, as I know the players are ready to jump into that second game almost right away. So the fight that we have, I mean, at this point, Complexity is already ahead, but it is EG that is trying so hard to make something happen. Talk us through this.
That's a Viper. Yeah, that's a Viper they go for him, and guess what? You're probably going to bring him down, but that is going to cost you quite some time there. You're going to circle that thingy.
Yeah.
That's an ulti from Moo. Yeah, it just felt like, I don't know, that last play clinks, like you're like, oh man, it's good versus A, can pick him up, but like you said, if it falls behind, what else can it really do? Like, it just felt like he didn't farm enough, he just didn't really do anything. And then top lane, oh man, like, it's like Universe played bad. It's a Viper versus a Puck, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you phase shift one poison attack, and then he just hits you 5 times, and I mean, he got destroyed.
Could you not swap some lanes about so that you don't have that matchup anymore? Was there no option?
I mean, Lena can't go up there, Clinks can't go up there. Like, if you bring like one support with Dust, and then Viper and that one support just kill Clinks, like, Viper is just a good pick.
Last pick, Templar Assassin, really set everything up for them, right? Because then they were able to give themselves a fair matchup in mid lane where the TA goes up against Alina. That's great. Then you have the Viper, who can't be aggro tri-laned into, so you can throw him in the safe lane. He's going to be able to get a 1v1 out of that against the Puck, which you know you're going to be able to win, and then they can aggro into a Clinks. So pretty much all 3 of those lanes were favorable to Complexity. Now, EG did what they had to do naturally when you are in a bad situation in static laning phase. You had to be able to make rotations and go kills. Just kill heroes to be able to offset the disadvantage that you're facing. But as a result, they lost a lot of map control, right? They 4-man top, kill the Viper. Mid's being pushed in.
I'm out.
4-man mid, they lost their offlane tower.
I could do the war room too.
Nah, I got it.
I figure once you'll be gone, I'm the only one, right?
Nah, I got it, Lumi, don't worry.
All right.
This is me in my prime. I heard a Kunkka. Is that a pick?
I also, I would imagine so. Woo, we are a couple of picks in already. Look at that. Be fast, Grant, be fast. Let's start with the picks first because we got Complexity once again getting their hands on Moo's Sand King.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, at what point are you going to start banning it out? They banned out the Beastmaster, Dio, and Nature's Prophet. I guess those are all great bans against Complexity as well. Tricky, that one.
I mean, Sand King isn't like the best 1v1 laner, right? Can you pick something that bullies Sand King very well?
Yeah, I think the advantage for Complexity and why they like Sand King is that you're able to aggro with it.
Where's Rubik at? Rubik's gone. Bound him. What is that? Ogre. All right. I like that more. It's already better for your lanes. Like, I don't mind Undying, but he's okay in lanes, and then, like, what does he do? Like, after, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like Ogre. At least you always have a Bloodlust.
I'd like to see a tiny ban immediately by Complexity.
All right, what do we got? We got Beastmaster ban. Do we have a Bane ban?
There's an IO ban, Prophet ban.
Anti-Mage ban.
Anti-Mage.
Yeah, that's already the second ban phase. They're so speedy.
They're just sticking with all their bans.
10 seconds remaining.
Just ban AM and Lone Druid.
All right, so the reason I brought up Tiny for Complexity ban is that yesterday EG ran the Bloodlust Ogre with Tiny, and I think it was like a 25-minute AC, SNY, Shadow Blade on TZ. You just get so farmed so easily.
Who just got banned?
Tide
Hunter.
Tide Hunter.
Hunter of Tides.
Dire team pick. And
the Viper ban as well. That one was a good one for Chelsea previous game. Again, nothing really out of the ordinary with the bans. Everything pretty straightforward and logical.
Yeah.
And I don't think that... You feel like the bans say a lot about what the teams might do in this case? Because I kind of feel like it was just, you know, Viper ban because it was so much of a nuisance for EG previous game.
I think you have to make sure, like, laning phase and team fight are like the 2 most important things, in my opinion, for... Like, I don't think the meta has changed too much, despite a new patch.
No.
So Viper does both those things. Like, you just didn't want to fight into the Viper last game, so EG had to go for these, like, kind of pick-off oriented heroes, and especially because they had both Alina and a Clinks, which basically do the same thing for you.
And then the only person they just kept finding the Viper, so they'd kill the Viper, and then they just like 4 or 5 of them died because he would survive so long. They just TP to shrines and everything.
Hey, Winter Wyvern, we didn't even see that hero made it through all the way. But it gets picked up by Complexity, so strong hero for them. And that is another tri-lane secured, if they want.
Yeah, Winter Wyvern, man, made it through the first phase and 10 bans already.
But yeah, they're doing a really good job setting up this this picking phase. I like the switch up here of grabbing the Kunkka instead of the Ancient Apparition in the first one too, because the Ancient Apparition does have a replacement in a way from the Winter Wyvern. Another big team fight hero. What's special about Wyvern is that she's really good at dealing with pushing waves as well. So that continues to keep you pretty 4 or 5 man heavy.
And she's better in team fights, right? Like the A is good at throwing an ult, but you don't want to be like directly in the team fights. Winter Wyvern wants to be in those team fights, can get a lockdown on a solo hero, or just set up anything she wants. Much better at setting up kills. There we go.
Pick the puck again with Sand King and Kunkka. It's hard.
I don't know. I think without a Viper in this game, Puck could have just already a lot better game.
Yeah.
Really depends, though.
Well, we talked to Universe yesterday, and he said that for the offlaners, he was expecting the beefy ones to come back into favor a little bit. Puck is not one of those.
Well, it's more about the initiators. It's more about the thing about the tanky heroes is that they are typically the better heroes at being able to do suicide lanes.
Damn,
so
that is a...
They have survivability more than anything. And
So-
Puck is squishy, but does have survivability.
Chessie plays that.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the Visage got a huge nerf in 707. I played the hero again, and it used to be that once you get level 6, you pretty much could solo kill just about anybody. They did since rebuff the hero a tiny bit in the 7.07B patch, but it still feels very weak compared to the old Visage.
Yeah, your familiars aren't the same threat.
I just put him in the wrong lane.
Right?
Whoops,
It's like when you played Visage, you wanted to be able to have the presence of being able to burst down one hero, but you can't do that anymore, I think. It's like the damage just isn't there.
5 seconds remaining.
That's a... Wait,
flat
the
cannon-
Visage is on the... All right, I think I did this whole thing backwards again.
No, I think you got.
No, I definitely did. No, I didn't.
No,
I'm
you
the
didn't.
man. Never mind, I'm the
Ogre,
man. We're good. We're
Shadow.
good.
Radiant side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Complexity's
Complexity is
dire. We're
dire.
good.
Yeah,
Alright.
but where are we thinking that Visage is gonna go then?
Probably
And
carry. I think Chessie's there.
is it not a chance to have that still as support? And I don't know.
No,
I mean that's a weird
I
lineup,
don't.
but
No, they have a Kunkka Winter Wyvern.
I think they want the setup where this 1v1 hero goes against the Puck in the side lane.
You could also put Visage mid. That's what Fnatic did with Excalibur.
Yeah.
He was still on the team, so he's not exactly like tied to any single lane. Just as long as he gets a quick 6 and decent farm.
Yes, sir. I think he's tied to Chessie, but it doesn't mean he can't go middle. We've
Right.
seen Limp and Chessie trade up before.
10 seconds remaining.
Medusa gets banned out indeed.
5
Doesn't that just blow your
remaining.
mind? 2 sets of brothers on one team. Like, what are the odds you have 4, just 2 good players in
In
one
one
family
family,
that are
yeah.
this good on the same team?
It's pretty crazy.
I think it's relatively high, honestly. But
Actually,
the odds are
because
pretty
Dota,
low.
Hey.
You know, you start off like with Dota,
The
you start
Plot
off really
brothers?
early. So
but the Plot brothers tasteless and dinner.
Yeah,
build
but
that
they were good
competitive
at
edge
games
early.
before people were good at games in general. Get out.
Yeah, but it's like if you play games in a family, normally everybody in the family plays games.
Yeah.
So you train
You
together,
got
you
the-
play
I mean,
together.
I guess, but do you like
The Dager Brothers, PPD and
True.
Robot Vice.
Yeah.
You got Sumail and
You are,
Yawara,
yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, when you play with players that are already very good, you just learn faster, right?
5
The
I mean, I was
real
playing
question
Battle Royale
is-
with Grand. He showed me the ropes. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm like your brother.
and again, it's especially true for Dota. I think that has such a high like skill.
Yeah.
What is the entrance? Like not skill
just
ceiling.
Barrier to entry.
Yeah, barrier to entry.
Yeah, and it's nice because you can lane. Like if you want to just play with it, like hey, let's just lane together. Like you don't have to like
But-
send them off on their own. It's nice.
Isn't it normally that family is also like I don't know? I think it's more surprising that they're in the same team rather that they're both playing Dota
why.
because you're normally extra harsh towards your siblings if you
I mean,
are
it doesn't
having a
mean they're
row
not
or
extra
something.
harsh towards each other. Just means they can take it.
I guess that's true.
And in a game like Dota, it's better to get yelled at by your brother than yelled at by some random guy that you've known for 2 days.
Perhaps that is true. We have a Templar Assassin ban as well, so looking for the last picks
Yeah.
for these teams. We are lacking a carry on the side of Complexity. Well, I say that we're lacking a limp hero on the side of Complexity. Tiny is still in the
Team
pool,
pick.
and EG has picked up the Death Prophet for Sumail.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you want sort of
Oh, that's the old Death Prophet, huh?
That is a
I
Death
didn't even
Prophet.
hear it.
be picking Weaver into Rubik pucks, maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
But you do want a single target focus hero that mobility is also pretty.
5 seconds remaining.
Already, EG, much quicker lineup, right?
Yep.
Like they don't have this clinks. Oh, we need to get a Solar Crest or a Death. So they just have, let's get Gyro, let's get him to level 6, let's team fight. That's what this lineup feels like. But Complexity, Sand King, Winter Wyvern, they have plenty to deal with that.
True.
It looks like Complexity would rather play reactive this game.
They go for Sniper.
Choose
And
your
there's
hero.
another pretty reactive hero. Sniper versus Death Prophet middle. Death Prophet wins that for like a couple levels, right? But then Sniper with a rotation or two.
I mean, assuming Sniper's middle. Sniper could go safe lane too.
Nah, dog.
No?
I think Sniper's okay, right? But just because he doesn't fear Spirit Siphon.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
much 'cause
past
he's
like
so
level
far
1 or
back.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Like he could get bullied in the first level.
Lumi, you're up first.
I'm a Visage hater now. I'm doubting the hero. Every time I've seen it, it just hasn't done well. I think Sniper's laning is also going to be dubious. If he goes mid, Rubik could easily wrap around and
Yeah,
get
with
the easy
rope
ganks.
dope, yeah.
The rope also works. So I'm going to go with EG here. I feel like your draft is just much more stable.
What do you reckon, Grant?
I honestly just like the 5-manning. The Gyro, the Death
Yeah.
Prophet, they have a
10
far more
seconds
concise
remaining.
strategy. So just EG.
Yep, EG.
Going for EG as well. Down the
5
Visage, just
seconds
like Lumi.
remaining.
Good choice, guys.
It's looking like we might see a third game, but perhaps Complexity thinks differently about that. Over to ODPixel and Fogged for game 2.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yeah, we're ready to go now for game 2. EG versus Complexity. We're seeing the lineups, we're seeing the drafts, the panel. They were all on EG's side, but I gotta say, I was looking for the Sniper pick. It comes out, and I think Limp Sniper is something you gotta be careful of.
I think we're going to see the same thing from Complexity as the last game, right? They're going to do aggro tri-lane, they're going to put Visage in a 1v1 versus the Puck, and Sniper versus Death Prophet. Sounds pretty nice. Gyro pretty susceptible, same kind of thing as the... Not exactly the same as the Clinks, because you get your timing much earlier, of course. Especially because people are going with the phase, the Kilo Mask of Madness build, and stuff like that. But you're susceptible to getting like stunned, double comboed here from like the burst from the Wyvern Kunk. See how they end up doing the lanes. Let's see.
Let's have a look. That. And DJ said that the aggression, the playmaking certainly playing off for Complexity in game 1. Can EG deal with it in game 2? See if they can get anything. This rotation.
Moo just keeps using... Oh, dude, that Bounty Hunter. That Bounty Hunter emo and the Earthshaker one.
Wait, what is the bounty doing?
The Bounty one's just doing the...
The waggling the
doing
finger.
little wagging the finger thing. It's pretty funny.
Nuh-uh.
Cute.
These are the new ones, aren't
The
they?
new emoticon
Oh, you only
package,
get
yeah.
these though if you buy like all 9 chests, aren't you?
Or if you...
Which you should do, ladies and gentlemen.
Either you
Praise be to
buy-
Gaben.
all 9 chests, or
Yeah.
if you did it on day 1, you could have just bought the emoticon packet from the market. But they hotfixed that.
Oh, did they? You
Yeah.
could have people just selling it, what, super cheap on the
Yeah,
market.
it was like $5 or $4 on the market. And
Oh.
okay, so EG.
What we got?
I like this adjustment.
Yeah, what
They
we got?
are dodging the lane. They're putting Universe in the safe lane. They're expecting this aggro tri lane coming out. They're
30
going to try to give
seconds to
Artesia a
battle.
better start this time around. They're going aggro themselves. Complexity to get the read on this here. Block the pull camp again. Just everything that's going on here. They saw the movement ward that they placed nice and early out.
No one catching, no one hit. Everything's being dodged. But we'll see how these lanes go. So you, as you said, this laning
is much
situation is
better.
much better for EG.
Yeah, so much better. The dodge is going to be much more beneficial. to them. They don't want to have the Puck versus Vistage. in
I mean, to the
1v1.
point, like if you're looking back at last game, do you think they would look back and say we should have made this movement in game 1?
It was too hard though with Clinks.
Oh, true. Oh, you had a
in the
Clinks, didn't you? Yeah.
Clinks in the offlane is never too much fun.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
in hindsight, it could have been better. But you know, that's easy for us to say from the bird's eye view.
Yep.
And here we go. Yep, Chessie versus a tri lane here. He could get caught out very quickly and picked off, but we'll grab him up and the smoke comes out on mid. They want to shut down Sumail right off the bat. They get the torrent connection.
Look to get the slow first, and I'll tell you what, Sumail making the right movement in terms of getting away from the torrent, but it might not matter. The damage coming out from these 3 heroes seeming to be too much. Siphon is not going to save him.
Even
First
with
blood
that-
for Lim.
the headshot level 1. Doesn't even go for shrapnel.
Top lane though, EG do make the plays as expected. They move in and they crush Chessie.
Yep. He did say there was a high chance of that one happening, but now he's got double range creep coming in. He'll get experience for sure up there. And
well, you say that, but he could be in trouble again. But look at this, the telekinesis back into the body block and the homing missile.
He's gonna die.
That Torrent is not going to save him.
Oh no.
That is
Chessie.
2 very, very quick kills on Chessie.
He has to be more careful there in stepping up. When he sees 2 waves coming in, he has to expect EG's going to make some kind of
2 deaths like that, that is so harmful for that. It almost feels like the lane is just over then. You've just fed your life 2 times. You're having to make the walk of shame back to the lane.
Missile level 1.
Oh man.
What an ability. So speedy now.
Yeah, we're seeing why the pros like Artur like to max homing missile and flak, and like we saw before, they really hold back on actually getting any sort of levels in Rocket Barrage. It's all just about those 2 spells now early on.
Yeah, I saw LFY Monet actually did the same similar type of thing. Phase Mask of Madness, high levels in missile for the fights and for the laning potential. And here we just see Universe already off to an infinitely better start. 8 and 3 CS. Last time he was getting absolutely dominated by Viper as expected.
Going on. I don't know if he's apologizing for the pause or apologizing to his team for dying twice. He's a nice guy, Chessie. He's being polite. Ready to get back in.
But yeah, I mean, it's super brutal. Like you said, this now makes the lane for the Visage absolutely miserable. They've got level 2s now on the Ogre.
And he's level 1, isn't he?
And he's level 1 and has only 1 CS to his. Really hard to really rock up now because EG has full control of the lane. They're going to keep the lane pulled back. You see RTZ spam denying to make sure that the wave is always met there. Problematic.
With this mid lane though, Chessie's looking to make a move. Look at the Splinter Blast and the Shrapnel, and Limp keeping the distance, making sure that Sumail can't get a siphon off. Will grant them another kill. This mid lane going very, very nicely for Limp, thanks to the rotations coming in from his teammates.
Yeah, Z-Freak waiting for the perfect opportune moment. They have that high ground award so they can see instantly when Sumail steps up too far.
Down bottom, as you say, Universe certainly having a great time, but Moo's still getting something out of this lane. Oh, who's going to get this creep? Oh, Moo. It's off a little too far there. Didn't manage to get the deny that he was playing around for. Mid lane, crit with the smoke, wants to make a play onto Limp.
High chance he gets this one here.
Absolutely, yeah, there's no one else nearby to Limp. They do have a TP coming in. I mean, Limp's trying to do his best to run it off, but he could salve if he wanted to, but I think he knows he would be dead anyway, so he just accepts his fate.
Yep.
So will be taken down there.
This aggro tri-lane from EG is really owning Chessie.
It's killing it. 13 for 9 CS-wise on RTZ. And what can this Visage do? I'm excited to see, you know, when Complexity sort of pick this. And, you know, you see them pick some of these unorthodox heroes, and they have a plan. Mid lane, talking about having a plan again. As soon as Z-Freak's back in the game, he makes another move with Limp, and they're bringing Sumail down. So, as well as the 2 side lanes are going, the mid lane is definitely a bit of a question mark, as Limp is getting a lot out of that in comparison to Sumail, with these kills granted to him.
He's gonna get level 5.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. Well, Sumail's only gonna be like level 4.
coL goes.
Himself, clear the bounty rune.
Easy bounty steal.
Safest bounty rune. They did put down a defensive ward now, though, so they do see the Z-Freak rotation this time around from that bottom river side.
I mean, as we're seeing at this point as well, it's not necessarily about killing Chessie, it's just spamming missiles on him, meaning that he has to stay miles away from the creep wave.
Yeah, I mean, RTZ's done an excellent job of keeping control of where the wave is located. They are starting to get the lane pulls, though, by Kyle to make
mid lane.
And get something with mid, yeah.
This mid lane is being stacked pretty damn heavily. Sumail isn't going to get himself out just enough to get behind the tree line. And now with the rotation, EG start to turn things around. They're not stacking it anymore. They're getting in there. They're helping their brother Sumail.
They knew that one was coming this time. Bottom lane move. But yeah, they have that bottom river ward. So they saw the Wyvern start to make that rotation. So they were ready with the TP. Sumail playing it very close, though. Definitely a big concern, though. 2 of the 3 lanes going quite heavily in favor of each. Puck 31-7 to the 19-1. To be kind of expected, ranged melee in the safe lane. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, much different to what we're seeing in game one. Already, as you said from the start, these lanes doing exactly what you expected. EG having a much stronger impact on those side lanes. Universe will be fine. Nice little juke there. They try and go on him after he uses the orb, but Universe says, it's all right, I'll jump to the orb anyway. It's deep behind your towers, but I know I can TP out and get myself out safety. 35 CS, yeah. Some Universe absolutely killing it.
Spots out this big stack that coL kind of has going here. Triple stack, but RTZ with that 0-2 build. Gonna start spamming it down with the Fade Bolt.
coL trying to see if he can at least hang around, soak some of the XP up.
Comes out. Fantastic buzz. Zone Jesse away, but Jesse with the 2 levels of Grave Keep. Damage. Limp, hasted up, now he's walking through a ward though. Will they get the X on RTZ? He has to juke this out.
Let's see. He's doing his best to keep himself hidden. He will go for the TP out, and just in time as well. coL doesn't get the eyes on him, and RTZ is out of there. Dodges the gank. At the end of the day, sort of wasted time for
EG.
Limp.
Walking through a ward.
Unlikely to find anything here. They do have the Dream coL, but as you say, Complexity should play very carefully here.
Might see that get dewarded.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
During all this now, coL, or Moo, lots of space bottom.
Definitely the issue. The biggest thing is the fact that this position 1 Visage is getting very little at all.
Yeah, his
Everything
levels.
else is looking pretty alright for, you know, in terms of evenness amongst the lanes. Sure, Limp is outdoing coL in the mid lane, but the fact that Visage is so far behind it, it's got to be a worry.
Yeah, like he's their frontliner. Like Sand King doesn't want to just walk in. Sure, the way Moo builds it with the drum and the urn, he's a little bit tankier, but they need that Visage to have those levers and Gravekeepers to the distance from the sniper. It's definitely quite a big concern at the moment for Complexity. So now they've got coL down. Still with that lane one, they do see time fear road.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where they can keep out diving the tower if they see a chance to do so with that ult.
sumail. Careful how far he steps up. Crits here though. Spots out.
Yeah.
Too.
Here's that dive up top we're talking about. Ivy Mesto comes straight in. He's going to hold him underneath the cooldown. They move him with the rocket barrage. Reaction comes in from Complexity. They're trying to keep Chesty alive. Stick charges by him sometime, but he still falls. They may get some return kills as they have the X mark onto Fear. coL drags him back. Do they actually have the damage though? It doesn't look like it. Fear's able to walk himself away. RTZ fires out another missile towards the head of coL. And EG lose nothing on that top lane. Mid lane though, Crit will be caught out. Moo and Limp find a trade, but still the overbearing issue for Complexity being that this top lane is absolutely falling to shambles.
Yeah, they actually almost closed the gap there on sumail, but instead of skilling his ult or anything, he gets the level 6 silence. So he can actually silence Moo so that he doesn't get the stun on him, and Moo turns and goes for the instead. So nice little cheeky play there by sumail.
So they could do something nice with this. Uni's got an invis when he's heading towards mid lane, seeing if he can help out sumail, but sumail's already in trouble. coL TP's forward, quick silence from sumail. 1 minute coL can't get the combo off. Universe comes in from the side, drops the Dream coL onto Limp. They're focused in the big kill, and now they'll be able to look for more. RTZ's there as well. EG coming in full force, clean up too.
Yeah, 5-man rotation. The panel talked about the much earlier lineup that EG's got going on.
Yeah,
and
this
that's
is what they've got to do.
doing.
It just seems much cleaner than that of the lineup of game one, where they were relying on RTZ to sort of have those early items and have that high impact on his own as the clinks, but now it's all coming together for EG.
Limp didn't have shrapnels during that gank either, so it makes it way harder, their damage and change. Yeah, crisp rotations coming out from EG, very nice responses to them.
Universe is having a great time. He's well on the way to the Blink Dagger. Chesty just desperately moving from lane to lane, trying to find somewhere safe to farm.
We'll have 6 though, finally.
Sure, and then at least he's got a little extra bit of protection, bit of a way to stop EG from chasing him down. May need it because Universe and Crit are down at the bottom. Moo coming in with the rotation. See if they can actually do anything about this. They'll get the slow onto Universe with the Burrow Strike and the Familiar Stuns. They should be able to have this one. Torrent comes through from coL. Uni's got the phase shift, has a second orb. Is it going to be enough to jump away? Now the X mark's already there. They'll be able to bring him back, and they will get themselves the kill. That's what we're talking about. Complexity, even though Chesty is behind, between his familiars and the rest of the team, they have a lot of catch and a lot of pick up against EG.
Yeah, good rotation from them. coL showing up there with the Torrent was absolutely clutch. And now, Limp. Getting into sumail. Sumail actually pops the exorcism.
He's just dead, isn't he? Has he got assassinate?
Is under attack.
Oh, There we go. That will peep the kill, surely. Oh, actually, no, he's bottling up.
Fine, he had high stick charges.
Okay, and Samel, yeah, but that, they'll just turn around Vods easy. Turn towards Z3, could take him out. Mid lane, keep from Moo. Tries for the TP, isn't going to make it. I think what we saw there as well, I think Limp could have had it if he got the assassinate earlier, but Fear was in position with the Fire Blast, and Limp just couldn't get the ult off in time, so they missed that small window of opportunity thanks to Fear's placement. And EG, they get the 2 kills. Complexity unable to punish that use of the exorcism by Saman.
Just such better moves by EG this game. They actually are playing much better as a team.
Yeah. I mean, this is the EG you expect rather than what we saw in game 1, where it felt like they were trying something a little different. You know, it is a new meta. By all means, there is going to be experimentation.
Top lane, Arteezy actually gets first up. Where's Carl? Well done.
I guess it's a bit of harassment, as it seems. I mean, maybe Complexity feel that they can't take a team fight necessarily at this point, so Z-Freak's fine using the ult as such.
Maybe just wanted to get him off the tower. I think I think he wanted someone to TP, but yeah, I don't know.
Didn't happen.
He pushed Arteezy out of the lane. He's happy.
And of course, at the same time, Chesty, with the familiars as we saw, was able to solo push bottom tier 1.
Yeah. Up now, Moo. The catch on the crit. He's not level 6 yet. He gets the TP. Should be fine.
Funny they have Winter's Curse there, right?
Yeah.
Could have been a kill.
So it will just be the phase mask and madness, as we said, for the gyro into the S and Y.
Yeah.
Just standard movement speed and stat build.
And as you said, we've seen it's very, very strong. If you can get it quickly, and Arteezy has absolutely done that. But 12 minutes in, he's nearly 1k ahead of Limp Sniper.
Yeah.
He's had a brilliant lane up top. EG have laned this game perfectly. And they're feeling the benefits now. So these fights are going to be hard for coL, especially with the Blink Dagger now finished on Universe. They've got a lot of synergy, a lot of setup. coL, how can they deal with it? Moo and Z-Freak over getting a ward down. G moving up towards the top. They do want to finish off that tier 1 on the safe lane that they've been after for a bit of time.
He's got Epi at the ready too, and they've got the Visage with the familiars coming in too. Can they spot out crit?
And that looks like they will. Who's going to have eyes on it?
Stun.
Instantly going in with a double stun. The familiars as well, catching both of them. Arteezy just getting absolutely bursted by the soul assumption. coL will see if they can chase down for more. They've got the Grave Chill slow. Assassinate's also going to buy a little bit of mini stun to allow Moo to close the gap, get the Burrow Strike. And I'm telling you, Moo's tanking.
He is.
That hero player combination has been MVP of this whole NA region over these 2 days. They've got the combo. X-Bot.
We get the silence on him.
But it may not matter. They still find the Burrow Strike as the X-Bot comes back. Actually, no, it looks like it did matter, because with the help of Fear and Universe, they can turn it around. They turn towards Moo. And as you say, coL's got to be careful. He can't be in range of that silence when he's looking to get the pullback combo.
Yeah, the cast range on silence is pretty massive.
He has to keep himself right at the limits with that combo. They'll look to lead in on mid with the Torrent. Just toying with them on the side of it all, but Samel still finds the tier 1 tower.
Top, Chesty. They have the missile chasing him. He looks like he wants to try, but it might be a bit deep now. They do have the shrapnel.
It's a little risky with Limp. Yeah, Limp can turn and give quite a bit of a peek back.
Crit does have shrapnel stolen, but yeah, but the missile actually connects first Chesty. They're continuing. Fierce and Universe are coming too.
Limp's going to turn towards Crit. Jump forward from Universe to deal with Fear. They're going to focus the Sniper. They've got the stolen shrapnel. Sniper taken down, and they'll get Chesty as well. As you say, EG just collapsing in as a team. They're moving as this group, and it's overwhelming Complexity. It's very hard for Complexity to deal with anything, even if they have the 5 heroes there at this stage. When EG's running at you with this Death Prophet Gyro dual core, it's so hard to deal with.
And Chesty had resummoned familiars, and one missile kills a familiar, and then Universe comes in and cleans up the second one. So 100 seconds, no familiars for Complexity.
That is rough.
That's really costly for them.
That is
Losing,
not great.
Losing 2 towers and multiple cores within the span of 2 minutes from those rotations from EG. The mid kills into the top kills, Limp back-to-back dying.
Things are slipping for coL. EG. Very scary here in game 2. Still early days, 15 minutes, it's 12 for 7. 2k lead at the moment for Evil Geniuses. It's not massive, but it's a lead that's going to take a decent team fight or two from coL to actually switch around. And they're waiting on those big arms still. How's Moo doing on the Blink Dagger?
He's not going for it.
He's not going for it. Oh, he went for drums first. So indeed, it's still going to be quite a bit of time until that Blink is there.
Yep, takes
on
quite
the
a while
Sanity.
with the build that he likes to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's going at least for it next.
Yes.
I mean, this is pretty delayed already because that's the build that he likes to do, but I'm glad he's not finishing the Spirit Vessel. Even though this time Spirit Vessel versus Death Prophet is incredibly good to nullify 70% of that healing.
That is true.
They need him to be that initiator because of how hard Chessie has been shut down. And I mean, you can kind of say that Limp too. And Limp, although he has 4 kills, he's also got 3 deaths, 2 back-to-back in the last couple minutes. Yule Scepter finished up on Sumail. He's going to be going for the Blink secondary to get on top of the sniper.
Has to be very careful how he steps in these fights. Move in the mid lane.
EG's playing a bit of the stack Dota, which they can farm stacks. And, well, they can farm ancient stacks, and Complexity can't really. Arteezy quickly cleans them up with the Bloodlust and the Mask of Madness. It's under vision, so Complexity knows this is going on, but they can't test versus all the ultimates at the ready for EG. Chessie going for the Midas, really trying to do something to get back into the game. How hard he was shut down. First, some hits was easy. Fine though.
Suddenly it's very hard for Complexity to make those plays that they were doing in game 1 with the amount of pressure that's being applied to them by Evil Geniuses. This sort of change up in strategy and running this lineup as they are Evil Geniuses is very hard for coL to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Burrow Strike backs away.
And this downtime hurts. Like, this time, Arteezy's playing a flash farming hero. He just cleaned up 2 big ancient stacks. He just tried to double stack these 2 camps here.
So
He didn't
much.
get either, but he will be able to clean them up incredibly quickly with that Mask of Madness flash. Almost SNY finished.
And that's the thing is, once he has the S and Y, that sort of jump and burst from Complexity that's had so much impact in the recent game, and then a little so at the start of this game, it's really going to taper off how much they can do in terms of getting Arteezy out of the fight at the start of it all. Mid lane, Universe jumps in, pops the Dream coL, sees an opportunity, and Arteezy's pulled down and a missed off. No way Moo can escape from this one. Let's see if they can find a turnaround. They're throwing in the boat. But already the Familiars, they're both gone. Easy 200 gold for Arteezy. Chessie has to run himself away. It's still going to be 30 seconds where there's no Familiar summoning. And this seeming to be the problem. Maybe they haven't tried the business that much against a Gyro lineup, but against the Gyro, it just seems impossible to play.
It's really tough with your Familiars, that's for sure. They do get bursted down. Later on, if the Familiars are near you with the Gravekeeper's Cloak, since they get more HP, it's a little bit harder for them to get bursted, but early on, those things die so quickly. Yeah, Arteezy's pretty much got SNY finished up now and continues to just farm up those ancient stacks. He's getting so far ahead, 8,500 net worth. 2,500 ahead of the next person. EG, not trying to slow down. They still have Exorcism at the ready. They might want to smoke up after this mid wave is pushed out.
They are ready to rumble. Here we have it. Smoke up, looking to go. With that completed SNY on Arteezy, this is the perfect time for Evil Geniuses to...
Moo still has no Blink Dagger either. He's 1,000 gold away from it, so they don't have great ways to start the fight.
They are smoking in response. Complexity. Who's going to get the jump on who? If they can take their Familiars down, it's going to be pretty huge. They jump in with the Dream coL straight onto Chessie, moving forwards to Mail. As the Cypher Exorcism comes out as well, that'll be Chessie down, and now they'll turn for more. Kyle gets out the boat, but Kyle's held back. Homing Missile Connect. That'll be a second down. The Winter's Curse and Assassinate does allow them to get the kill onto Sumail. Big plays from Z-Freak. They do find Fear as well. In fact, Crit's falling low. And it's a 2-for-2, but Complexity, they may see if they could chase for more. Moose sweeping around the sidelines. Arteezy heads back in. They're going to jump forward. Universe for the heal. Cold Embrace is there on Moo. Buying time for this SK. He does get the Burrow Strike out before the Missile Connect, but it does indeed allow Arteezy to get the touchdown, get the kill.
Oh, crit. That familiar usage, the double stun onto Moo. That was pretty clutch there. Limp gets a couple much-needed kills, though. He gets the big kill bounty.
Big one on Summer. Fantastic Winter's Curse from Z-Freak.
Yeah. But the EG has such a better way of actually starting these fights. They can just run in with their heroes. With Exorcism, with such a farmed Gyrocopter, look at the area of the fight, how they just instantly blow up Chessie. Call down, drops down, and all of Complexity has to run. Limp, though, can stay in the back lines, just kind of peeping.
I see this Winter's Curse just setting up Arteezy to rip through his his teammate Sumail. But as you say, overall, still great news for Evil Geniuses. They're even going to find something off the back of that. Straight up to the top lane. They spotted out coL, and coL is out and down.
coL tried to X himself to go get the bounty, but Universe uses him,
Yeah.
and he lands again, then Sumail uses him, and the X gets dispelled, so he's unable to bring himself back.
The mass Yule strat.
Yeah.
It's just the way to play against a seasoned kunker like coL.
Seafreak's actually so farmed. He's actually just been farming the majority of this game. He's got... Does he have the Aether Lens picked up as well? At base, he doesn't. He's got the Void Stone and the Arcane, so he can have it, but gets the Glimmer Cape, and next going to be going for that Blink to get those setups, because Moo doesn't have Blink yet still, so he has to be that initiator for his team for the time being.
Talking about Blink, bit of an interesting one for the Death Prophet is Sumail actually picking it up at this stage in his build, very early on.
Yeah, not only just the Blink and Yules and Blink combo, but also I think just to position himself closer to the sniper.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if he can get the Ghost out and Blink straight on top of Limp, that's a lot of problems for the sniper. RTZ continuing to farm like an absolute madman, cleaning up ancient stacks. Moo and coL heading over, but Fear's there to block the smoke. He may tank the gank for this one. They come in, Universe jumps forward, does get the two-man Dream coil. Fear should go down to the boat as it impacts straight on top of him. But look at this on the backline. Sumail's coming forward, has to Yules himself, brings down Limp. Burrow strike from Moo though, catches two. They are able to take down Sumail in response. Arteezy is falling low as well. Arteezy's not going to make it. Chessie doing the damage there with the burst, gets the double kill. Universe is going to get chased down with a Burrow strike from Moo. EG lose 4. I can't quite believe it. What an incredible fight for Complexity there as it all fell apart for Evil Geniuses.
It turns into like a double-edged sword there. Sumail gets the Exorcism, blinks on top of Limp. Sure, he kills Limp, but then his whole team tries to help him.
They're getting crit as well. Effectively taking down all 5 members of Evil Geniuses unless crit lives.
He just disjointed the X with that Burrow strike.
Oh, flashy.
That was super clutch.
Okay.
He would have 100% been dead there. But yeah, Complexity.
What a fight.
Great response there. That smoke up. Since they have Ward Vision, or actually a new Ward. They didn't have Ward Vision. They were just trying to contest the Ancients, but yeah, the Blink Dagger on Sumail, he dies because of it, gets the kill on Limp, but his whole team saves their lives.
And maybe things would have been different. Well, we saw Arteezy use the cooldown very early.
Yeah,
he popped it on himself. I think he was worried that Complexity would go straight for the Blink on top of him, but that wasn't the case. The ultimate was used, doesn't do anything. Sumail's actually trying to move forward here, but he's got to be careful. There's a lot of complexity around. An episode and a Burrow shot. Moo just jumps in. I don't know what the plan was there from Sumail, but it ends up hitting him straight back in the face. Double kill for Z-Freak. And EG, they can't afford to do those sort of plays. I know it may be frustrating losing a fight like that, but they've got to keep their cool. And Sumail, he just went off on one there, and he pays the price massively. And off the back of that as well, Complexity, they move into the pit with 2 men down on EG. I don't even know if EG can get a look in on this one. This could be a free rush for Complexity, and suddenly the whole game is turned on its head, Bob.
What a couple minutes by Complexity. Universe is trying to go for his kill here to the orb, gets vision. Crit's got Blink and Burrow straight through. He wants to try for it.
He gets it! Oh, he gets the kill as well!
And he's
Crit! He gets the kill on Roche, and he gets the Aegis!
Oh my god.
Oh, Crit. And he's going to get out as well after the Aegis. What a steal.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that...
he gets the rush kill, gets Limp, gets the Aegis. Give this man a medal.
I mean, he absolutely deserved, because also this game was certainly turning in Complexity's favor. There's a lot of mess ups from EG, and then
he just turned it around.
Crit just jumps in and says, "Stand aside, you Americans, European coming through," and he does it. What a play.
Picture perfect. Look at his positioning. Blink, stun. Not only does he get the Aegis, lifts Limp, steals Shrapnel.
Oh my goodness.
And the kill. What a boss.
What a boss.
And survives.
And with that, I think there's that couple of minutes where Complexity were like, all right, we got this. They've sort of just been shaken right back up. EG's right. Okay, boys. Crit's on it. He's on top of it today. He's in the zone. He's in the game. BKB's going to be there soon for Arteezy. Damn, what a series of events. What a bit of an up and down this game has had. But
that was, I mean, that was so damn beautiful. Honestly.
I mean, really, because if he did, it just so many things could have gone massively bad for EG if he didn't make that play. You know, they Complexity get the Aegis, you know, and say Limp survives, and then suddenly EG are still forced to play from behind, but that one That one
changed-
call, that one play,
That changed everything.
it absolutely does. It resets it back to EG having the lead this game. And coL aren't happy. They're smoking up. They're ready to go.
Z-Freak now has Blink as well as Aether Lens with that Glimmer Cape, so multiple ways of initiating and counter-initiating. EG now smoked up. They have the Gyrocopter with a full BKB. And the wrap on them. Universe is not here for this
Oh,
fight.
and they're close to Mail straight away. He's got the stealth fuels. He'll buy time. EG needs to come in and help this man survive. Winter's Curse comes out. The boat's flying through. Connects onto 3, but Samael already gets the exorcism out. RTZ moves in with a BKB. Chasing down Z-Freak. They've managed to get the lockdown onto Moo, but Moo turns, finds the Burrow Strike, running himself away, but the Siphon finishes him off. coL lose Z-Freak. They lose Moo, and maybe even more. Surrounding Chesty. RTZ with the chase down with their Rocket Barrage, looking for the Visage. Crit trying to close the gap. He's got the telekinesis, drags the Visage back into the hands of Arteezy, who gets the double kill. And EG now taking the team fight very easily as Complexity choosing to fight at a bit of an awkward position. Sure, they see Samael, they get the jump on him, but it's right next to the Shrine Fog.
It's on top of the Shrine, and I mean, Universe wasn't there at the start of the fight, but he wasn't close. He's a puck. He was in the mid lane, and he's able to get there very close. And that was the fresh BKB delivery, too, so unfortunate, unable to really get any of their abilities off too. Like Sanking wanted to blink and start the fight, but he needs epicenter to do the damage in that situation. Complexity fighting on top of the Shrine, very detrimental for them there. But imagine if they had an Aegis.
I mean, that's a lot of ifs and buts. And you have to think it like that when the sort of play comes out from Crit, because when have you seen a Rubik take the kill, take the Aegis, and kill the position, the position 2, the mid lane?
That's all because... Alright, we'll see top. They're trying to find coL here. Universe. Get this pick off here.
He's got some backup coming in, Kyle. See if he comes in quick enough. They'll actually be able to find Samael's just... He's going to get taken down then. Familiar stun, Samael's gone, sure. coL will take that. We'll lose Kyle, but they pick off the DP.
That's much better for Complexity there. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about it for a while, but yeah, Crit. The fact that he disjointed the X with the Burrow Strike, kept the Burrow, and then had it for that steal, that was like, I mean, if that's not an MVP move.
I think that's made up for all the times that he drafted Winter Wyvern at TI. It was that good. Complexity still with a chance in this game, that's for sure, as we're seeing that they do have this very high condensed pickoff potential. Even onto the bigger cores like Samael, if they can get that initial catch. A little harder with RTs in his BKB for sure. And
Limp.
with the stats he has from the SM1.
Limp needs BKB now. And alright, well, Z-Freak Winter Wyvern has surpassed Moo in net worth.
Just the freak things, you know.
Got the night vision talent now too. Gonna help in the team fights if he's flying around. He'll get so much extra vision. Because he gets the pretty much 1,000 bonus night vision when you do fly in the Arctic Burn. Because you get 400 from the ability, then 600 from the talent.
Not easy. Looking well on his way towards the butterfly. That evasion. I'd like to see any times with true strikes. I mean, how's Limp doing on his sniper items?
He's going for BKB. He
He
really
still
needs
needs the
it.
BKB, yeah.
Yeah, he really needs it to be able to just walk out of the coil. Chesty still.
I mean, he's
on the road to
catching up.
recovery. Yeah, he is catching up.
It's just unlikely he's ever going to be able to catch up to Arteezy's gyro farm.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Gyro's a gyro.
They have to do it through fights. They have to just get these massive fights to catch up to him. Because TZ's been farming so many Edens.
Oh, top C3. He went to clear the way, but ooh,
Dire's top tower is under
actually
attack.
getting the blink off there. I think, well, Crit a little late with the Burrow Strike.
Did seem like it. He was trying to do max disable, I guess, but yeah, it didn't hit him. So
I get they went for the.
Slight mistake.
There were so many heroes there. How did he not
Yeah.
take any damage? I don't know. All right, Z3 getting out of that one. Bottom lane, Kyle. Looking to push the lane through. Doesn't get the torrent onto Finn. Got a Lincoln Sphere on Universe as well now, so he's going to be even slipperier in these fights. Dagon next on the menu.
Boots of Travel finished. Z-Freak queued up the Refresher next on the Wyvern.
As we saw, if he can get that Winter's Curse, forcing Arteezy's attack anyone on this team, they're very likely to die, especially when that butterfly does come out.
I think either forcing them to attack somebody or draining those BKBs. They see BKB pock, they
Yeah.
can get the curse off and
Sure.
delay it for a bit longer for it to start taking down. But we did see the last Winter's Curse when we had that jungle was not the greatest, so we have to see Complexity really depends on getting those big curse fights. Mill takes the 1% max health Spirit Siphon over the cast range. And BKB is especially delivered.
Okay.
These next few fights for coL could be very hard if they don't burst either the Death Prophet or Gyro before they get the magic immunity. It's going to be very tough. Is that the full butterfly? For RT, it is. And he's got the 50 movement speed. He's perma-hasted.
Oh, he's certainly speedy.
Doesn't even need to pop the flutter.
What are we seeing on our... did Limp get the BKB on the sniper?
Almost got it.
Very close, okay.
He's on his way, yeah.
Interested to see what he does take at level 20, as we were talking about the talents the other day. I mean, we got sort of came to the conclusion that the Assassinate is just better.
The headshot
35
is extremely underwhelming, especially if the only way it's useful as we were testing it was versus like a melee carry. It can kind of be useful, but
that was like when if he has like 6 moonshots.
Yeah.
It's like, but what's with the Assassinate literally makes it just an instant cast.
It's 0.5 second cast, but it's pretty much instant.
Yeah.
And it's very useful to stop BKB TPs.
Yes. But we'll see what he goes for. Except for now, definitely just trying to play it chill and get that BKB done item-wise before turning up to the fight.
And this time around, Moo did not actually complete the Spirit Vessel.
Okay.
So this time when he's versus the Death Prophet, even though it counteracts the heal a bit by 70%, chooses to just go for different kind of... He's having a lot rougher of a game than the last.
Gee, I think this is looking like a team that's ready to try and break the base, to be fair, with the build that RTZ has. Maybe they can chill, wait for the next Roshan if they want to do so. They
could.
But this jar is absolutely massive.
Dude, crit because of that Roche kill. He's higher level than Sumail, I just realized. What a beast. I mean, coL as well. coL's level 17 on this Kunkka somehow.
coL. Key short to be caught outside of the base. What's Chessie going to go for next? He's got a fair bit of money built up, 2.4k. Quite a lot of ways you could build this Visage at this stage of there after you've got the Solar Crest.
He tends to just go for the Aghanims.
Yeah, still get the Aghs.
Maybe versus Gyro, he's feeling a bit dissuaded. Versus Gyro and Death Prophet, he's feeling a bit dissuaded because the Ghosts as well as the Flak can be a pretty big pain for the birds. But that's usually the standard build that we've been seeing from him, because then at 25 you get the +1 familiar. You have
whole army. Yeah.
But he's actually going. Okay, so he queues up plate mail. So maybe Shiva's our AC will be on the docket for him.
Yeah, Shiva's definitely nice against these two cores that are looking to just run at you, the Gyro and the Death Prophet.
Ace, yeah, Shiva's could be nice for that, or Ace help out Limp's damage.
Oh, that's
Limp
true.
is a bit lacking. I mean, either one could be pretty nice here. So a little bit of an adjustment coming out from Chessie this time around. He's not really that one that we have seen him play in the past.
No,
as the
that's sort of fallen over to what Limp's responsibility this game on the Sniper.
Definitely.
And as we've seen, you know, Sniper being Sniper, no matter how big RTZ gets, high ground pushing is not going to be fun for your Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, Sniper and Wyvern.
Yes.
It's pretty tough for them to actually go for that high push. But EG,
This will certainly help.
some cheese, yeah, that'll definitely be a big window for them. But they have to use execution here. They want to be able to bring it down as fast as possible. So
I mean, at the same time, EG, they could draw it out, and if they could just get to the point where they're taking the third Roshan, you know, even just wait for that point, so they can have like sort of double exorcism to dip in and dip out for a very long forward push. It's going to be very strong. But we'll see if the game goes to that point and see how defensively coL continue to play, or if we will see them try and come out on the map and try and get a fight going. But with the Aegis and Cheese in EG's hands, it's very hard for complexity.
Invisibility.
Arteezy's going for the Titanic next, so he's getting to some very scary territory. Yeah, Chessie does. So, and it's going to be the AC.
Okay.
So it is going to be just to tank up and help his team's DPS, because they are pretty lacking on damage now through those BKBs. They really need, it's pretty much just Limp to do the fifth damage since the birds die so quickly in fights.
Yeah, Limp just needs to work his way towards the MKB, and as I sort of said, that once the BKB is there, maybe he's fine to fight. Potentially, it's just a case of complexity as well, just wanting to play the farm game and get the MKB.
Yeah, they have to wait out that Aegis cheat. And now we do see Moo. Moo has queued up the Spirit Vessel after the Yules. Prioritizing having himself a mechanic. G, they're trying to take advantage of having this Roche. They're looking for an opportunity here. very careful. They look like they know something is up, though. They don't see anyone on the map. Now they see RTZ. They're probably assuming there's a smoke. Freak might become the highest level on his team at the level 19, almost level 20. Sniper is level 19. Oh, well, Sniper's basically 20, but
it's very evenly spread the leveling.
I mean, the levels in this game are very high across the board. Like,
sure, I mean, we're only 35 minutes in. Good stuff. Just do it. Look, the sniper. They're taking the knockback distance. I'd be interested to find out why.
That's a cool stat. Sumail averages level 21.4 usually around this time in this patch, but he's level 17 only once at this time.
Pretty crazy.
That's pretty.
RT's definitely making up for the levels in response, but yeah, Fog, he's taking the knockback distance.
He did take the knockback.
I want to find out from the pros what they say. I mean, sure, at this stage of the game, maybe it is just the fact that they just feel they're not casting Assassin.
Yeah, I think that's probably
probably that, isn't it? They just don't cast it, so even though
maybe they're picking it up, so they're like, look at how bad this is. We're gonna make it get buffed.
I mean, both the
tough.
talents are pretty bad.
They're both pretty underwhelming. Yeah, that's for sure.
They don't really do much for the hero at this stage. I mean, maybe if it's a little bit more than 35, but I mean, you know, chat, go test it out. It's not a lot.
It's very minimal.
35 is not much. Outside the base, jumping in, looking to burst him down, and they were not going to be able to get it. Thinking about the cold embrace as well, and now the bait. Mood comes in with a burst strike. Tone as well. Arteezy caught on the front lines, and he's getting peaked. Arteezy trying to keep himself alive. Winter's Curse holds him back. And are they going to be able to put that Aegis? They're desperately looking to do so. In comes the Assassinate.
And the Splinter Blast, it does get the Aegis down.
They've got the Aegis.
And that was BKB, Satanic, and Exorcism expended. That Glimmer Cape Force Staff.
That's my goodness. I want to say what a lot of that was Z-Freak. Z-Freak's the one with the Glimmer.
So is Kyle.
And Kyle. Okay, so
that was
been neat for the brothers. But also, one thing that's really nice with the Winter's Wyvern is as soon as you see the Satanic pop, you hold him back with the Winter's Curse.
Yep.
And he can't do anything. No heal for you, sir.
That was some nice teamwork by all three of them, though. I mean, Limp with the Force Staff, I think Kyle and Z-Freak with the Glimmer.
I mean, this is what we're talking about as well. The high ground push. It's even with the tools that EG have, the Aegis, it's so hard into this Sniper Wyvern high ground defense. Very rough. Even with Arteezy being as big as he is. 23.
Complexity have any sentries or gem? No. Okay, they do have gem on, but they can clean up some of that vision that was placed by EG during that smoke. And now coL, they're going for a smoke of their own. They're trying to get the wraparound. Exorcism is still not at the ready. 50 seconds. I think they're trying to take advantage this time, but the scan.
EG scan, this is no what's up. Fear's going to move in with the Glimmer Cape. Dispel the smoke. Look to charge things in. Finds Fire Blast straight onto Mood. They've got the telekinesis. The boat coming through, landing straight onto Fear. Fear will be the first casualty. Arteezy with the BKB, trying to bring down Chesty, but again, the force play. Buying some space for Chesty. Chesty still gets hit by the homing missile. Double kill for Arteezy, and he'll turn towards Kyle as well. Kyle trying to run it away on the Kunkka, but Arteezy's there with the chase down. Rocket Barrage will finish the job, and Z-Freak's in trouble as well. That's the fight that EG were looking for. Complexity take the risk of looking for a fight outside the base, and it does not end up paying up at all. It was always going to be a risk when, you know, you look at this lineup, as we say, Complexity, they're pretty safe and sound, just holding the high ground, but they tried to get proactive, and that was a very risky play.
The 1250 attack AoE on Flak, Limp was trying to focus fire from the far lines of the fight, but he just gets hit by the Flak no matter how far he is. It's 1250 range. He was at like I think 20% HP. Then he pops the BKB and he's like, oh my god, I'm actually just dead here. Arteezy runs him down.
And after that, Arteezy just walks to the bank with his 6k gold and takes the Skadi straight up.
Archer
level 25 as well.
Being the rock for his team this game that they really need.
And well, to take the global cooldown again this game.
No, he takes the 3 missiles.
Oh, interesting. Because you see yesterday, he went for
the global.
He went for the global.
Were they just owning that game though, or actually?
I mean, yeah, I think they were a little bit more, yeah, for sure. But okay, Interesting to see that, yeah.
The missiles is for
feels
team
the balance
fighting.
of different talents,
Yeah.
different games.
I think the missiles is better overall for just like straight.
I mean, that's
team
what I
fighting.
thought, because in the first, when we saw him the other day, I was like, he's not going to take the global cooldown. That's, you know, an old age Aghanims meme, but he did take it in the other game.
Yeah. Kyle, there's a DD on Arteezy right here. Good chase with no reveal, but the missile.
Yeah, like the McCabe ain't going to last too long. He needs a force, he will get it.
Teamwork? Yeah, DD on R2 right now. If he wants to take advantage of this, they have Exorcism too, with Cheese still at the ready.
Yeah, Limp really needs to MKB, but he's still a little bit away from it. With those buybacks on cooldown as well, things could get a little hairy for Complexity when EG come up to the high ground again. Moves desperately trying to push out the side lanes. Nullifier being the item. Great answer to Arteezy and his BKB Satanic.
Yeah?
If he can get it, and he's pretty close, but ooh, he's being hunted. Crit's on the hunt. Moves trying for the TP out. Is going to make it. Only just.
That was so close. Crit was a millisecond from getting that lift there.
A prize.
Yeah, Nullifier, a very good item this game.
Yeah.
Canceling the BKB, canceling the Yules, even canceling the Cheese later on.
That's good.
Was it always called fondue, the cheese usage? I know it was recent. I think I saw it recently, but I didn't know it was always called.
I've never.
That's cool.
I don't know if it was actually. I've not noticed it.
Top,
Been called that.
the coil on 2. Chesty
Instant
and Kyle.
TP though. And Chesty's not
One
going to
gets
make
cancelled.
it. They're going to get it with the Yule Scepter. Chesty.
He has no buyback.
And he's got no one else nearby to help him out. That's Chesty gone. 75 seconds. No Visage. This is the time for EG to push. And this may be their chance to end the game. Bring this series to a third match.
Pretty crazy how that one big fight around that bottom area won the game so heavily. It was like a 5,000 gold lead for EG, and it turned into a 15k gold lead. Whole big fight. They're waiting for the Roche. Find out in about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Precious Shard. Death Prophet. Let's go. I mean, I imagine they'll give us this amount. They probably will, won't they? Oh, I mean, at the same time, his double BKB, double Satanic could be nice on our tour, but at the same time, he probably needs all 6 of his slots a bit more than the Death Prophet does.
He can, but his phase boots are something he can get rid of now, because he's got SNY,
true,
he's
with
got
the move.
Butterfly and Bloodlust with the moving speed talent.
Okay.
It's pretty damn speedy. I think more than likely we'll see it on the Exorcism, maybe even on the Puck.
Because yeah, Kazati, he'll just have the Aegis, right?
Yeah, I think the Puck could be pretty useful too. Double coil with Aghanims, they can't run away from Arteezy and Sumail. I think that might be probably
Oh, that
the
sounds
better
like
one.
a lot of fun, yeah.
Because you can only, of course, you can only have the one Exorcism running at a time. So I think they
Yes.
have options how
Yeah.
they want to take the fights. They'll probably be switching it around depending on if they have to use like a defensive Exorcism and then lead into a push afterwards and have to refresh it. But we'll see. I think the Puck one sounds really good though for the gyro just to run in. And yeah, 25 has been claimed on Universe. He's got the GPM talent going.
And that money going to be sailing in and helping him towards picking up the Dagons now. EG just waiting out the rush. No reason to hurry, no reason to pressure too heavily. Sure, they did manage to take Chessie down for 70. But they know it's going to be the safer bet just to get those 3 items from Roshan.
And it's up.
And we have it.
coL.
Can
lot
they
of
get
trouble.
out here?
I don't
That's
know
the
if they
question.
can. Do they even want to fight there is the problem. Kyle actually gets used up. His X is cancelled.
The male's actually going to jump forward. They are indeed going to be able to bring him back with the stolen X. Kyle is down. No buyback on the Kunkka.
That's the Roche for sure. I don't even know if they can really contest around that Roche pit. They have to play the high ground defense game here. It's 18k advantage to PG. Now they're going to have all 3 of their Roches.
Easy. Easy, Roshan. The evil genius is in the team. Extra in there as well, ready to lead them with the charge into the base of Complexity. And it's going to be all down to how strong this Sniper Wyvern defense can be. If they hit a massive Winter's Curse, it's a lot of
Yep, it's Universe.
expectations down onto the Wyvern, but okay.
Universe takes the
Fair enough.
pressure shard, yeah.
So who's got the
I think
Aegis and
that's the best.
Cheese?
Yeah, Cheese is on Sumail, Aegis
Cheese
is
on Sumail.
RTZ. I think that's like the best way to set it up. Move. So actually heals up Arteezy to run away, pops the last drum charge.
Chris Jason with his ace rune. Can they find Moo? Quick blink and a TP. Oh!
Gets him with the coil.
Do they know he's there? They don't see
Yes,
him, they
they
do
do.
now. Crit jumps straight in. Universe
No
with that
buyback.
Dream Coil, and that's massive. 80 seconds, no Sand King for the defense.
Oh boy.
He went all in on the purchase for the nullifier.
He didn't have buyback. He bought the relic while he was at the secret shop,
Okay.
and he didn't have gold for buyback, so he just finished off the helm.
Yeah.
Anyway, now there's still a sniper for the high ground defense as well as Wyvern, but it's much harder now versus this Aegis Cheese, and it's an arcane rune on the Death Prophet.
Easy will get forced into aggressive. They do bring it down to half, but look at this play for Stamel. Just jumps in, looking for coL straight away. Pops the BKB. coL trying to keep himself alive under the run. They do get the Winter's Curse onto Stamel. In fact, the damage from Arteezy. Stamel, he's falling low. They were going to be able to bring him down. He just managed to get the cheese off. Arteezy chasing forward, looking for Chesty. Chesty trying to get himself out of this, but he's been held back, in fact, by his own team's Golden Brace. They'll try and turn with the nukes. They force back Chesty. They're desperately trying to save him, and they may just do so. Arteezy's Aegis is going to get dropped, but Complexity, they're losing heroes for good. They've lost coL. They've lost Chesty. Stamel is down, but Arteezy's still fighting strong. They'll get the force. They'll bring in the sniper, take him down for a second time. And Z-Freak's going to be going as well. GG, well played is called. EG able to finally clean it up. We're going to a game 3. And what a series this has been. A lot of action, a lot of ups and downs. Game 1 looked incredibly strong for Complexity, but game 2, this was the evil geniuses we really expected to see, and they just did so much better with this lineup. The Arteezy Gyro, they seem to be one of those teams that's so good with hitting it off with the Gyrocopter in this patch. They know exactly how to play around Artor, set up the farm, and Arteezy played a perfect game.
Yeah, the laning setup was great, and just, yeah, the downtime when Arteezy got